If you're going to win at life, in your career or whatever it is for you, if you're going to win at that thing, you're going to have to take a step towards that thing on a daily basis.
Scoggins is a best-selling author.
He challenges people to break through their obstacles, coming from a broken home, years of struggle,
to launching what would become a multi-million-dollar construction company.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Scoggins in the house.
One of the things that I wanted to bring up today is motivation is garbage, but as I was doing that, I actually wanted to go ahead and break out a pathway or a framework, if you will, super chill, super easy, that can help us actually begin to get it done. So, today's acronym, okay, is crush it. Crush it. So first of all, we're going to choose a destination. We're going to choose a destination, and I don't mean a goal, I mean an outcome. What is the finished result that we actually want to see? What is the description of that? What does it look like to be seen, tasted, heard, felt? One of the things that I want to do, hopefully in the next year, is I want to go ahead and take my businesses to another level, okay? Now, I don't want to do it just for the monetary gain that could be at the end of it. Instead, what I want to do is I want to create an opportunity to scale an organization where the people who have fought with me and worked with me and tried to help me build my businesses have all the opportunity in the world to do what they want to do with their own life. So if they want to make enough money where they can start investing in real estate, or if they want to make enough money to go start a side hustle or something, I want to do my best to provide an avenue for them to do that. Okay, so that is an outcome. What does that look like? Well, that looks like 5 or 6 key people who are close to me, right? Earning levels of income, but also gaining valuable knowledge and insight to make that income of theirs that's invested more powerful, more leverageable for their betterment. Next thing we're going to do, and this is super important, remove distractions. Being someone who has spent years grinding it out, I know that if you can go 12 months or even 24 months with limited to no distractions, you can literally do the impossible because you're focused on something powerful. The question is how much of your day is actually getting eliminated through distraction? The national average is 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours of waking hours in a day is wasted on junk. Junk. Even if you cut half of that off, you still now pick up 2.5 hours a week, or 2.5 hours a day. Well, let's go with 2 hours a day for easier math. 2 hours a day, which is 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week times 52 weeks a year is 520. You see what I'm saying? It adds up fast. And all of a sudden, now you've got an education. Now you've got potential. Now you've got something that you can use to actually leverage yourself. And I've also discovered that when you do it this way, seriously, when you do it this way, you know what happens? Something amazing happens. All of a sudden, the opportunities that you thought didn't exist begin to show themselves to you because you're ready for them. You're prepared for them. The new mentors, the new relationships, the actual new opportunity itself. Because you chose to take the hard road first. All right, let's move on. Crush it, number 3. Uncover your first step. Uncover your first step. Let me break this down. One of the reasons why this is an important step, and one of the reasons I wanted to put this in here specifically, is because another thing that I see a lot of folks struggle with is this element of thinking they have to have it all figured out before they actually take the first step. Like they have to see every 100 steps to that outcome or to that goal before they actually have the comfort level of taking that step. Well, here's the crazy part. How many people do you think actually get started based on actually getting that 100 step? Seriously, how many people? How many people do you think actually take that step to get started when they know the 100? None of them do. All of them stall out. All of them stagnate. All of them stay stuck. All of them. And it's because they're so focused on trying to figure out every step in between that they're not taking action on the first step. If you're going to win at life, in your career or whatever it is for you, if you're going to win at that thing, you're going to have to take a step towards that thing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on an annual basis. You've got to take the step. Stay committed. Stay committed. One of the reasons I bring that up more than anything else is because of the situation that I discovered a long time ago as well, when I was ultimately changing my life, trying to live my life from the inside out versus the outside in, is that especially when you get started, every thinking thing feels uncomfortable. Nothing feels like it's going fast enough, quick enough, easy enough. It just doesn't, it's so irritating. And unfortunately, the only way to actually get to where you want to go is to go through that stuff with grace. Is to focus on the thing and the work and the effort and the reward, and it's to look at it completely different. We want to actually take you to a different level. We want you to understand you have to stay committed to see things through. All right? Next up. This is one that I totally have kind of ripped a little bit from our good friend Mel Robbins, or hopefully future good friend Mel Robbins. She has this high five rule where she high fives herself throughout the course of the day for even some of the most, well, I wouldn't even call it mundane, just the little wins. You have to learn to actually encourage yourself to a degree. And by high-fiving yourself on a regular basis, inevitably what happens is you put yourself in a position to receive more of that which you're celebrating. Because the spirit of gratitude takes over. And when that spirit of gratitude takes over, all of a sudden the adversities of life start to quiet down and the opportunities of life start to actually increase the volume. Inspire yourself. Find out a modality or a methodology that works for you to inspire yourself. Where the high five is about celebrating yourself and celebrating your effort and celebrating your achievements and celebrating the journey along the way. This is about inspiring yourself when you don't feel like you're the best of yourself. And I've come to find out that that's been very even tricky for me and difficult for me in my life, is every time I hit a new level, I would start off feeling like I still wasn't good enough, which is crazy. No matter what level in life you are, what level you are when your career or your finances, no matter what level you are, you can always do better. Now, when I say do better, I don't mean as a place to give yourself a chance to throw spears at yourself for not being good enough. What I'm saying is continually to just accept it. Just accept that your life is about who you become long term. You are not going to be the same person you were 10 years ago or 5 years ago unless you choose to be. Final one. Here we go. My favorite. Try again and again until it works. Try again and again until it works. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to try, and this is something I've lived out numerous times. I'm still living it out today. You're going to try, you're going to give it your best effort, and it may not work out the first time. And you could give up. You could throw in the towel. You could stop. Or you could try again, but by pivoting. And the way you try again to eventually make it work is you try it. If it doesn't work, you're like, okay, well, why didn't it work? What are lessons I can learn? Who can I learn from? Like, it's always about what can I take away from the experience to begin to lay the groundwork for the next attempt. It's not about failure or failing or not failing to me, right? Because either I win or I learn. That's it. Now, for me, I win and learn so I can teach. So what does winning and learning mean for you? Also, what does it mean to try again for you? What is the thing that you want to give up on, but you know you're supposed to do it? But maybe you're not sure out how you're going to do it. What is the thing that you want to throw in the towel on, but you know you shouldn't throw in the towel on it? That is the thing that you need to keep trying, you need to keep growing, you need to keep learning, and you need to keep becoming. Transformation, personal transformation is really personal reinvention. You're taking the best of you and amplifying the next version of you.